Jessica, we need to get packing for our little road trip. Yes, Jenny, I know, but we don't have a bag or a suitcase to store our stuff in. Brianna's going to be making it for us. Yay! So, here I have my fabric, which is part of a skirt that was too small for me. It's actually the waist of it. And I'm going to be cutting along this line right here and then sewing along that same line. So it's going to be a tube. Here is my edge, and now I'm going to be cutting right along here. Like this. Done. Knit fabrics can come apart very easily, so that's why I have this seam here that I salvaged, and over here is the top of the waist. So this part was already flipped over like so, and then sewed here. So now I'm going to be sewing along this edge. Perfect. And this is going to be our lid. And all of this is going to be inside out once we sew it. Let's get to it. Now that I've completed this edge, let's work along here. Now we can flip our work inside out. There we go. And I've also trimmed off the internal edges. We can now flip over our lid, like so, and attach a buttonhole right here. So let's put on our buttonhole presser foot, make a buttonhole, and then sew on the button. I'll be back. Okay, so here's my buttonhole, and you can do your buttonhole centered or a little bit off the center, but either way, hopefully we'll have space here for her luggage tag, which I'll show you how to do shortly. But now let's head upstairs and sew on our button. As you can see, our buttonhole is visible on both sides. The reason for this is because I want the buttonhole to attach to the button here, but we also want the button to be visible for aesthetic reasons. So what we're going to do is that we're going to snip away over at these edges to free out the buttonhole. I'll be back. I have now snipped this layer free. Here is our slit, and now we can hot glue it on. I have glued it on, and I made sure that it didn't stick to the other side. All done! And now, when we button it on this side, we'll still get to see a little bit of pop of color from the button on this side. So let's sew on the button. You can also accessorize your pouch with sequins, or maybe paint it, with some 3D fabric paint, or apply some glitter mixed with glue all around the edge. You can do whatever you want as long as it's good. Enjoy! Alright, here's my button, and as you can see, it's gone through both layers perfectly. So here is my completed pouch, and I might accessorize it with sequins later, but now I'm going to show you how to make a name tag. To make our luggage tag, we will need paper, scissors, something to write with, and tape. I have this thick packaging tape, but regular tape will also work. Cut the tag into your preferred shape. Alright, there we go. Perfect! I made this shape because it looks cool. And you can tape it down, like so, and rub it against your flat surface. Flip and then repeat by taping down to your surface, then cut it out. Here is our beautiful laminated tag. Write down your doll's name with your permanent marker. Done. So now, punch out a hole or cut out a slit by folding the tip and cutting out a tiny triangle. Ta-da! When you want to attach your tag, push your needle down and up through the fabric. Then, tie a tiny little knot. Alright, let's open up the pouch. There we go. Fold over at the edge so that we can stuff it. Here is the Simply Sunrise dress. In it goes. Here we have a joyful colorburst dress. And here we have our Western rainbow dress. Here's a hat in case it's chilly. These sneakers to go with the Western Dreams dress. These little blue dress shoes to go with our other dress. The burst of color one. These little platform shoes to go with our stunning sunrise dress. And these tiny little boots in case it's cold. I put them into the hat so that they won't get lost. Oh, and these little pom-pom shoes too. These fun sunglasses in case it's sunny. Boba tea, lemonade, water, and a carton of almond milk. Because our bundle is quite large, we can roll over the edge and rubber band it closed, like so. Aw, here's our little parcel. And of course we can draw on some cute designs. Aw, look at how cute their parcel is. And I drew these designs on with some Sharpies. Perfect, they're all packed and ready to go. Now it's time for our devotional.
Amen. Okay, so the devotional for today is that we have to be prepared. Just as we were preparing by sewing and packing, we need to be prepared so that way we'll be ready when Jesus comes. Jesus might come at any day at all. Whether it be 10,000 years from now, 1 year from now, tomorrow, or after tomorrow, we still need to be completely prepared because he might come at any given moment. And if we aren't right with him, we need to make sure that we are right with him. Because what if you're not ready whenever he comes? We need to be 100% ready because if he comes in a minute from now, will you be prepared? Are you prepared for the Lord's coming? You need to be because he could come at any given moment. Now, our trip is still a little bit away, but either way, we decided to pack early by preparing like this and being ready. Jesus' coming might be a little while away or a long way away, but we still need to make sure that we are 100% prepared with our hearts and minds set on him. And as Ephesians 5:20 says, making the best use of the time because the days are evil. As Ephesians 5:16 says, making the best use of the time because the days are evil. So we need to make sure that whatever we do, we are doing it correctly because God might come at any moment and we have to be prepared for his coming. Amen. This is our devotional for today. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to view more videos like these. Until next time, see ya. God bless.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Off, off.
Nipper.
God bless.